The time is 8:40 p.m. Wednesday, September 1st, 2021. The news headline: Femi Adesina is wrong to have said Nigerians are ungrateful. The news headline: an opinion says that that Femi Adesina saying that Nigerians are ungrateful is actually wrong. A few days ago, the special advisor on media and publicity to President Muhammadu Buhari, Mr. Femi Adesina, has described the Nigerians as ungrateful for berating his principle over the insecurity situation in Nigeria. He declared this on his Facebook page, stating that Nigerians are unthankful to Buhari over his efforts in curbing insecurity across the country. Can we do a critical review of the current happenings in Nigeria? How do we begin to explain the kidnappings, bandits attack, unknown gunmen attacks, and other cases of insecurity within the country? Should Nigerians now begin to be thankful for their loved ones that were kidnapped or killed? Nigerians are beginning to live in fear because the situation around the country is enough reason for anyone to be frightened. Mr. Femi mentioned the incidents that happened about the Nigerian Defense Academy is aimed at making Buhari's government look bad. Faithful citizens of Nigeria have no intention of condemning the government, neither is there any intention to paint the government black. The only thing Nigerian wants is a good government, and that is what Nigerians seek. The opinion says that they implore President Muhammadu Buhari to critically vet the motives of Nigerians and take actions on the issues that are causing fear in the hearts of Nigerians. The time is 8:42 p.m. The analysis: a public analyst just of recent by name Dr. Ado, who is a public affairs analyst, actually came with a rejoinder to Femi Adesina, saying that he writes with utter disgust but not disbelief that the above titled article credited to Femi Adesina, advisor to President Muhammadu Buhari on media and publicity, in which he extolled his principle as the master finisher of abandoned projects, castigating former leaders of the country in the said article. And Adesina said that his principle has turned Nigeria into heaven of finished projects, even though the presidential spokesman seems to be wallowing in self-deceit and fantasy. At least he is honest enough not to credit his principle as an initiator of anything. Still, why Adesina cannot see things the way they are in the country today with regards to the leadership performance of his principle is also understandable. Those whose eyes are veiled cannot see visibly. If not, what else could his principal possibly offer this country without security? People are all over the country being gruesomely killed, kidnapped, maimed daily. Villages and towns ravaged and destroyed daily. Schools are closed. Markets and farmers abandoned daily. Death, cruelty, and violence on the daily prowl everywhere. Utter chaos and destruction pervasive everywhere. Hunger, starvation, and malnutrition pillaging the entire land, most especially in the north. Apologies to the south because it is happening there as well. Poverty, want, and deprivation turning virtually all Nigerian communities into practically a destitute and disabled society. Orphans of no orphanage, widows with no care, littering and loitering our streets across the national landscape. Go to any mosque, church, market, or hospital premises across anywhere in northern Nigeria. Again, apologies to southern Nigeria. And I will show that because I will see typical illustrations of the humanized human beings wrinkling in penury, pains, and suffering. In contrast, let Adesina look at the lifestyle of his principle, of his children, and all of whom they are married to. They are married to billionaire husbands or getting billionaire princess to marry. Relatives, family in-laws, friends, appointees, public operators, all living in extreme and obscene wealth, opulence, luxury, and comfort rapaciously and insensitively reaping the country's commonwealth like no man's business. To this end, I agree that his principle is a master finisher, first wanting to finish the Nigerian Commonwealth unto himself and his own, and the second aiming to finish Nigeria and Nigerians. But here, as in everything about governance, he will surely fail. Nigerians and Nigeria will not be finished. They will outlive him and his regime and come out even stronger. Furthermore, talking to Adesina on the so-called master finisher stunt, what is it that his principal did that is spectacular when the country is soaked in blood? Let his principal come out and keep all the PIA, that is the Petroleum Industry Act itself, is even a subject of dispute as it is rejected by its supposed first beneficiary, the Niger Deltans. The so-called irrigation and dam projects, how have they impacted the lives of the people? Any public project that cannot be seen to have impacted positively on the society, it's all hot air. Besides, what good is irrigation when the forests and waterways are taken over by deadly terrorists and bandits? The railways, the hydropower projects, besides, as his principal cleared the Boko Haram or ISWAP in the Shiroro Dam area of Niger State, let him keep all this and give Nigerians only one thing: security. The fundamental purpose for the formation of government, any government, is to first and foremost secure the lives and property of citizens, and second, to enhance their welfare. Which of these two as his principle given Nigerians? It is self-evident that his principle gave none of the two fundamentals. So Adesina should not talk about completing abandoned infrastructural projects or even come as Nigerians, because he would only be making a fool of himself. Nevertheless, who knows if he is? Besides, the infrastructure itself is in two categories: the human infrastructure and the physical infrastructure. Human infrastructure includes health and education. The number two category includes the rest power projects, dam, roads, bridges, railways. You therefore cannot jump one and go to the second one, because without one, the two is unnecessary. And that is exactly what the Buhari regime did. Not that the infrastructure claim of the Buhari regime itself has been a success anyway. How many human infrastructures has he completed when schools are being closed? How many hospitals has he built when even the Aso Rock Clinic itself is without syringes? Even the physical infrastructure claim is fraudulent. Has he rejuvenated and completed Mambila hydroelectric power project or Ajakuta Steel? Has he rejuvenated and completed any of the nation's refineries? Has he constructed and provided electricity and stable water supply even to the federal capital city? Has he rejuvenated and returned Nigerian National Airline or National Shipping Line or our internal airways? Has he engaged the public of Cameroon for unlawfully blocking the Benue, a major international river, by erecting Lagdo Dam at the head of the river, thereby adversely affecting Nigerians' waterway? Has he completed any railway line or dual carriage roads in any part of the northern Nigeria? Please, Adesina should stop talking and insulting the intelligence of Nigeria anyhow. It is only a significant proof that he does not know anything about the situation of the country.